Welcome on in, as we've got a decision to make for Emeka Kayode. Last time out, we finished up yet another season here for Emeka, and personally, it was a great year for him. Unfortunately for Indiana, and through a crucial stretch of the season where we lost 5 straight games, it was ultimately a sad ending, one that saw us go 6-6 and not get a bowl game. But still, Emeka once again performed. We saw him bring home yet another award. I believe he is the most decorated of the running backs returning. Finished 3rd in the race for the Maxwell Award, and I believe he was in 1st for the running back award as well. In fact, just passed it in the Doak Walker. He swept all the running back awards and got the Heisman last year. And with all of this success, his teams have never seen that success. So with what could be one final year left for Emeka, due to the injuries that have stacked up, the wear and tear of a running back. In fact, I will remove my face here for a moment so you can see. The career health is already past halfway, meaning he would have to, if he would go for a super senior season, have to very much manage things this year. And with what we've seen from him in seasons past where he's had to carry the team, that's not very likely. So this could potentially be the last year in college football for Emeka Kayode before he decides to head to the NFL. And he's had a very productive career in total, averaging 4.8 yards in back-to-back seasons. The biggest question was left to you all. Where do we play? Do we stay at Indiana or do we enter the transfer portal? We posted that after the last stream about a week ago. In fact, during that last stream, we even took a look at what it would be like if we were to just go walk on to somewhere like Notre Dame. Considering what we've done, we wanted to test to see if that overall really is what was holding us back from getting some of these bigger offers. And that very much seems to be the case. So when it came down to everyone deciding where it was that we would go, if we were to move and get that more immediate starting spot, there really was no room for us to move up. All the schools that were interested in us playing, frankly, were downgrades. So based off of that and everyone's voting, Emeka Kayode will be staying at Indiana. And we just have to hope that they're going to build something around us to give us a shot at some postseason action. And if it doesn't happen, Emeka will be probably forced to stay another year. We don't have to find out, but one thing we will definitely be changing this year to try to combat the offers versus the overall versus what we're doing out on the field is we're going to raise the XP gains here for the halfbacks. So we're just going to see how this works out. I'm going to boost this up to 125. See if that's going to help us out. Just actually get something to upgrade, because frankly, we have not been able to do much upgrading. We can take a look at our player here real quick. Up to this point, I mean, as an elusive bruiser running back, we've upgraded a lot of the elusiveness, right? But the power has not seen many upgrades at all, because it costs 12 points for that. That takes us almost a full season for one upgrade. So that's where we're going to do the XP boost, just to see if that gives us something a little bit more realistic. But as mentioned, we will be staying around here. So let's get through the offseason and see what the team looks like for us if we did actually bring in anyone new. And while we go through that offseason, one thing I forgot to do beforehand, clean the glasses. So let's make sure we got some clear vision for Emeka today. Also, something fun I worked on just before the stream, something those who have been watching the edited videos would recognize. But I've been working on this stream a little bit, and we've got some overlays to show, including our subscription button. And on top of that, we've got the like button ready to rock and roll. And to round it all out, we've got the bell notification button as well. So if you guys do enjoy things around here, make sure you are clicking those to see everything we get to as we will also be getting to some college football 27 news early next month. We will be breaking all that down. I know a lot of people are already releasing information on that. Most of that is leaks. And as a person who has a journalism degree, I'm going to wait until everything is official to talk about it. So that way it is for sure no possibilities at false information just for you guys. But there's our off season. Did we get any sort of skill points to use? No. So that was one thing we did see when we went to Notre Dame last time, is we did get 12 skill points. We don't get any staying around here with Indiana. That is something to know. No immediate boost for us in the off season, but let's take a look at the roster. Anything new? Well, we do have some new quarterbacks. Purdy is gone, and stepping into his place looks like it could be either Nick Dove or Brennan Ward. So a new quarterback to work with. And frankly, if I was the head coach, I might be going with Brennan Ward. Accuracies across the board are pretty much better. Stronger arm. Not great under pressure, but yeah, so if anything, I might be a backward step in terms of quarterback. We also have Justice Savage, who's going to be competing for some playing time, but Emeka should hold on to that. At receiver, we have Dalton returning. A new man in Rodney Saturday. Joseph Ham, Mike Hearns. So we've got a good top receiver, and then a couple number 3 receivers, I would say. Tight end Dawkins, solid enough. Offensive line, we have a 92 overall left tackle. He's a pass protector, though. Is that going to help us out much in run? No. So when we do look to pass, we might have more time for a quarterback, but the running aspect, not great. A big dip here at left guard. Perhaps we'll see Breland also play there. At center, a 78, Carl Avery. Well-rounded. 83, raw strength, Devin Harper. Might be looking to run more behind him. Also have Moses Robinson Tyson, who could potentially see some playing time. And Niles Tubbs sticks around. And we have Randall Maples. So a good blend of offensive linemen. Really disappointed, though, that the 92 overall is purely for pass protection, but we might need that, especially if we're trying to stay healthy for a super senior year. Defensive-wise, we're going to blow through this a little bit quicker here. Decent defensive line, rather lackluster linebacking group, not great-looking corners, but a decent to good safety tandem, and a kicker that at least has a decent leg. Hopefully we don't see Cherry take the field. And hopefully we don't see either of these punters taking the field. Why do we have 5 kickers on roster instead of getting some upgrades to the offensive line? I don't know about that, but that is what we've got to deal with here with Indiana. Let's see, what is our overall for this year? Not great. I think we went down again. So Indiana does not see much progression. We do have number 18, Ole Miss, get to take on the first school that we committed to this year, and Penn State. Got UCLA and Oregon down towards the bottom. So at least not a crucial stretch of 5 games, but a pair of back-to-back games that are going to be difficult. And we will try to get through at least Ole Miss today, maybe Penn State. We'll see how the flow goes. But I think with all that said, it's time to actually get us ready to go for this season. So let's get the sticks warmed up. You know exactly what drill we're going to start with, that jump cut drill. We'll get a little bit into some academics, as we always have to do. We'll see how things flow. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday.
29 Philly, 2-9.
See if we start off with anything better here this time. It counts. Hey, we didn't step out of bounds that time or get hit by a ball, so I'll say that's a good way to start. Another jump cut. That's why they call it the jump cut drill. Don't step out of bounds, Kayode. As a redshirt junior, it's up to you to lead this team. And that includes good practices. As rough as it kind of has been. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. We're good. Are we going to get gold here first time? We do have bronze currently. Get this one done well. It should be at silver. Oh, just before the goal line, but we do get the silver. Don't you step out of bounds. Go do it. We got gold. Barely, but it counts. Good way to get us started here today. Now, we're going to maybe play around a little bit more with what we do with the schedule stuff and trying to get some actual bonuses this year and improve that overall in case we do get a super senior season. And to help us with that, we would need to spend some on training. That means we also need to make sure we stay healthy while also making sure we do enough for our academics. So we're going to toy around with that a little bit more this year. Keep ourselves healthy there. Do a little bit of studying. That leaves us with 2 more. And we can't do another training. That's for 3. We could do a little bit of some leadership. And we're going to see how well that works for us throughout the year. Obviously, game days are going to impact that health a little bit more. We'll just play with that around a little bit because I do want to see some more upgrades this year. Get on over to the first game week. Facebook really wants me to buy some free stuff. Say that for sure. Anyone not use Facebook and just continually get messages from Facebook because you're not using it? Or is that just me? Let's do another training drill first. And let's go elusiveness drill. A little something different this time. Yeah, do the music going. Good. That's definitely going to be a goal today, is also make sure I don't leave the music on the whole time. Did that a few games in yesterday's stream. If you guys are here for that, appreciate you spreading around the love for all the different series. We got the Bronson Moreau Coaching Carousel series going. I thought I stepped into that circle. Apparently not. But as mentioned, we should be starting to get some more College Football 27 news within this next, what, about 2 or so weeks. They have heard that EA is also going to be rolling it out a little bit different. So we're going to see if it's weekly or if it's just random dumps here and there. Again, we're going to try to cover everything on that. That does mean that for some series, you know, it might be a day where we don't do the stream. Instead, we talk about College Football 27, something like that. Or if it's something that's on a non-normal day, maybe we just sprinkle a little something in. Do a quick live stream just talking about the news. That's definitely something possible. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. I want to make sure we're all getting that information because I know it's been very weird College Football 27 release time frame. You know, we felt like we should have got a lot more information, but really it was pretty on par with what they have done in the past in terms of when most of that information does come out. So I'll just toying around with it, seeing how it goes. Hoping, from what I've heard, at least from the leaks, it does seem like there is a lot of improvements. I know I was watching a little bit of a Good Game Bro video earlier, and he was talking about some leaks. Apparently a lot of stuff about equipment dropping, or new equipment, I should say. I know that was a big worry for a lot of people. If you watched my list of my biggest wishes, equipment not really one of them. It's cool and all, but I don't think it's as necessary for at least the game mode that we focus here, which is Dynasty. A little bit of some Road to Glory, obviously, playing that right now. But there's definitely some other things I do hope that we get some news on. A little bit more in-depth building of some of the smaller schools as well would be great. Did hear, as we do get tackled there, but we do have gold, so that's good. North Dakota State and Sacramento State should be in the new game. Again, according to some leaks. So take that as you will. I normally don't trust leaks. I wait until EA announces it themselves. Just because they're the ones actually making the game. But not saying anyone who is announcing that stuff is wrong. Just for your guys' warning, it's not for sure. There were talks also about coming to PC, not to Switch to. If it does come to PC, that's great. I would, if I had a computer that could run that, I would love that just for the modding capability of it. But I know there's also a lot of people that are just plain old PC gamers, and it would be good to have everyone have the option to play. Do another training, do a little bit more health here, and other academics. We are fully healthy, so I guess we're going to do some more academics here. Take advantage. But we are ready to get season number 3 officially underway here for Emeka Kayode. We are at home against Ball State, and they are one horrendous looking team, but frankly, our defenses is not that far apart. And that's a little bit worrying. Let's jump into this one and see if Emeka can start his junior season off right. I want to see us dominate this because we should be making a push for the postseason. Big Ten title game, all of that. That is what we want to see this year. So let's get this thing underway. And to make sure I do not forget, let's pause up that music right now, and I'll take down the face because no one wants to see that when we're watching some football. But kicking off the year at home, the crowd is hyped, hoping for a much better year than last year's 6-6 campaign. They very much know Emeka Kayode. They know what he's capable of, but now there's a new quarterback behind center, some new offensive linemen, and some new receivers out in the pattern. Can Emeka Kayode team up well with them, and can our 69 overall defense keep us in some of these games if the offense slows down? As we begin, it will be with us taking over, and we're going to start off with a simple run play here. Now, we did unlock the playbook last season, so with that, we didn't get a big experience with it, but we did have a little bit. It was a much better flowing offense as Emeka does find 7. Play 1. And I don't know if you saw there, the quarterback is indeed Dove, so we're going with a man who's not necessarily fast, nor has a strong arm, nor has great accuracy. We're to see how that plays out. Honestly, probably can't be much worse than what we had with Purdy last year. The accuracies were all over the board, a hot potato type of play. We're just going to have to play it by ear. As there's another good run for Emeka, call it 9. Offensive line so far opening up those lanes. Didn't see who we have at center. I'm hoping it is one of the backup guards / tackles. Little dump off here. That means we don't have Martin anymore at tight end. Martin was a good check down guy. Overall, just hope the passing game is better. Now we've got, oh wait, no receiver to the left. I'll say now we got Dalton playing in the slot. That's a big change from last year. Get Emeka up the sideline here. 20, breaks by 1, and will be shoved out just around the 15-yard line. 33 yards via the passing game for Emeka Kayode. Last year set the record for Indiana in most receiving receptions, I think, in a full season. This time not going to get the reception. It's over the middle to Dalton, breaking some tackles and fighting forward for a 1st and goal. Offense moving smoothly here against Ball State. Take that as you will. Got a lot of green up front as well. Follow those blocks. Emeka's down to the 1. Go the stretch this time. Going to follow behind Cribbs. He's not necessarily the best run blocker, but he does have the green. Look for that slip back lane and call it good. Oh, hit the wrong button. No sad music. We want the happy celebration music because it's a rushing touchdown for Emeka Kayode on the opening drive of the season. And smooth it was. Very smooth. Go ahead and sound off a few more cannons hopefully today. Continue this game on. Already saw a little bit of some negatives there. That is something I think we need to be a little bit more cautious of this year. As much as we can. Obviously, we still want to be involved in the games. We'll stay into block a little bit. Pass is high, but it's reeled in by the tight end. I'll take that. How about our first screen? Dove, so far, he's playing well. Get this outside. It's Emeka with another 1st down. Hopefully one of many more to come this year. We didn't have very many long runs last year. We're very much the ground and pound type guy. Hopefully that'll be a little different this year. Open man downfield is caught inside the 10. Not sure who the new number 80 is. Last year, I believe that was Martin. No 80 out there right now. Now, can we run some speed options this year? Yes, we can. Break the tackle, Emeka. He shucks free and takes it to the house. They thought he had him contained, but no, they did not. Call it a 14-0 ball game here in the first. The first time the speed option has actually worked, too. And a short field. Defense forced a turnover. We're looking to take a 21-point lead here. Not sure where that ball went. It looked like he was throwing to us. Would have had another touchdown. Would have made it 3 here in the first. That's a statement game, if any. Looking for somewhere to go here. Trying to bounce it outside. Emeka eventually corralled after a gain of 5. See if we can get the first down here. Looking to go to the passing game. Give it out in the flat. Not exactly the perfect route, but we don't need the perfect route because indeed it is going to be a 3rd touchdown in the first quarter for Emeka Kayode. After a little bit less touchdowns last year in total, a good way to start off, taking advantage of some of these lighter tier teams. Adding some stats, if you will. I think that deserves to key up that like button. Glad I finally got that installed. It's a lot easier than you thought it would be. We take over now facing a full-length field. Starting at the 29. It's going to be Emeka up middle of the field for 5. So far, we've had some pretty good running lanes across the board. Total of 60 or 50, 100. 60 plus 40 yards from scrimmage. Now make that 110. Pretty impactful first half so far. Got 8 rushes, probably about 3 to 4 receptions. Pass backside is caught for a gain of 4. I feel like we probably need to put ourselves almost on a touch limit for these games just to make sure, again, we've got that health. Or we just go simply all out and whatever we've got left in the tank next year is what we've got left. As Dalton with a nice sideline grab. Again, always up for your guys' input on how we manage the health here of Emeka Kayode. A little bit of some play action. Throws to the left side. Will be caught for a gain of 3. So far, really liking the play of Dove. And a lot of time here for him. Eventually, he's going to have to just choose to do something. Scrambling forward, he picks up 4. Go with the curls. Got Ham also on that out-breaking route. With simplicity to it. And not going to be enough there. Going to have to settle up for the field goal. Right hash from the 31. And they hit it. Call it 24-0. Plus, we get the ball back. Just about 4:20 to go in the first half. Starting at the 40. And Emeka, he slips another tackle. Racking up some broken tackles here already today. Again, should be doing that against the lovely competition. See what you got here, Dove. Throwing it outside. Good read. He's got some blocks for Dalton. Yeah, I like it. Offense moving the smoothest we've seen it yet. Single high coverage. What do we look like? Can't quite see the far outside there. Get involved on the block here. Just help out a little bit. Launching it for Dalton, and Dalton's got the touchdown. This offense is firing on all cylinders as we open up a 31-0 lead with 3:13 left in the first half alone. That's a nice change from last year. And here I was saying Dove shouldn't be the starting quarterback. Defense, despite being 69 overall, they're doing a pretty good job. We start with a short field. Emeka forward for 4. Or 3, apparently. And we tried this halfback angle play a lot last year. Never quite worked, and the game says no. Don't even try it. We go inside the 2-minute break with 3 timeouts in our back pocket and only about 39 yards away from the end zone. Nice fire there on the quick in, though only going to get a gain of 1. That part I don't like. Worked out well for us last time. See if we could get free on another wheel. 3rd and 6. Out to the flat. Not exactly the wheel. More of a swing out, but we'll take it as we dip out about the 21. That is a total of 209 yards passing today for Dove. See if Savage can make the play. We get a little bit of a block in there. It's lofted out, caught by Dalton. Back inside the 5 he goes. 101 yards for him so far in this one. It's definitely not where I'm supposed to be running this, so let's just make sure we don't do anything crazy here. Hand it off to Savage. Savage not going to pick up much. Do go with something with a hurry up here. Hurry up with some slants involved. Dawkins comes in tight. Dalton over to the right side. Pick up a block there. I mean, you got to throw a slant quicker than that. Not much more I could help you out with that. A little orbit option here. Wing it out. Savage gonna lose some more yardage. Emeka ran into the end zone because he likes being in the end zone. We'll have to settle up yet again here, at least another field goal range, and we'll take a 34-0 lead through the break and back on into the second half here, where we're starting around midfield. Pretty light day's work here so far. You know, we're learning the connection between Dove and I. Weren't quite there. Purdy probably would have missed us anyway. So 2nd and 10. A bit of some more play action. And watch out, Dove. Yeah, the right tackle, Tubbs, did not do you well there. He's more of a run blocker. Not a huge fan of this. Switch this up. Sorry, Knight. We don't need you out on the route. Break the tackle. Get the cut. No. Keep your feet. You know, turn that into a 4th and 2. If it was Coach Ty or Coach Moreau, you know they're going for it. Unfortunately, that drive does stall out, but the defense picks up yet another quick stop. And, in fact, we get the ball back almost in the same field position. So it works out well. Thought we were going to be able to set up like a basketball screen almost there. Not quite. Good tackle. Loss of 1. Sit back to block here as they bring the blitz. Emeka does enough. Risky pass from Dove. Luckily, the defender is out a little flat-footed. Hurry up to the line here as the safety walks down to the right-hand side, leaving a single high. Not a good throw from Dove. And it looks like this could be a pick 6. Kayode trying to track him down and chases him down at the 4. That's good tape for the NFL. Not a good play for us or for Dove, but it's good tape for the NFL. See what the defense does here. A stand? No. Quick score. They start inside the 4. That's kind of expected. The Ball State finally on the board, making this 34-7 after a slow start here to the second half. They'll go with a screen pass, flip it outside, and pick up 4. I'll take it. That keeps you in schedule. Going a little bit more blocking for us, at least early this year. Again, trying to manage some of that health. I don't know what more you want from me. I'm the same size as the right guard. Or actually the center. We have a different center out there. I don't know what happened to the guy who was starting this game. So let's make this a triple team. Maybe I should have helped out elsewhere. And Nick Dove, after that hit, not feeling too good. We'll get a shot at the quarterback I thought should have been playing anyway, I guess. As there's another score here for Ball State. Never mind about that. Dove's right back in. That count isn't too bad. Let's go with the inside run. Passing hasn't been great, so might as well try something different. Not great as Savage runs into us in the backfield and did not get his block. So how about a 2nd and 11? And we're going to let this clock run, actually. Take it through the break as we are still up 24 points, but a very lackluster third quarter. Leaves Ball State biting into that deficit, 34-10 with a negative 20 rushing yards for them. Only 44 for us. That does include sack yardage. Emeka does have more than that 44. Got to get the running game going back here in the fourth quarter. Decent count. Slip back lane not keeping up for us. So 3rd and 10 then. Halfback angle. Apparently Emeka didn't want that. I don't know if that was purely dropped or if the defender's head jarred it away. That's a quick stop to open up the 4th and another score. However, they did not get the 2-point try. So 36-34, mind you, to 16. Emeka with a run here, a little stiff arm to try to stretch forward, make it 2nd and inches. Not sure why I went with hurry up there. We're looking to chew some clock. We'll get back to it, I guess. To get ourselves back reestablished here. Emeka with another 1st down run. He's at 80 yards on 15 carries. He's sitting about at that 20-touch mark. We'll share the love a little bit. See what Knight can do. Throw somewhat of a block, but we're actually going to lose a yard on it. What happens when we share the love? Offense slows down, you know? Emeka trying to be the nice guy out here. Get a little block there, help open up the edge for a big gain on the jet sweep. Christian Quick injured on the play. About 6:06 left to play. You know what sounds really nice right now? A little screen pass. I think we only ran one earlier today. On the first drive, maybe? Look to set up something else here as they look to play a little bit more aggressive in the 4th. Still trying to get that truck stick to work properly. We'll take the 1st down there. Down to the 11 with enough space for another 1st down if we can get inside the 1. We've got some more well-balanced offensive linemen as well, so we could run both power and agile zone-type runs. But for that cutback lane, Emeka broke through a couple weak arm tackles. Carries the rock down to the 2. Right side looking pretty good. Not so much at center with that whole 5'2" and a little bit of a hurdle to help polish it off. A late hit. But once again, we are back into the end zone. 4 touchdowns on the day for Emeka Kayode in the season opener. He's accounted for more than half of our points today. And hopefully, he'll continue to be the case even against some of these bigger teams. We can't just be beating up on the small guys. 41-16 inside 4 to play. Emeka ripped down at the line with a good block shed. Low chance of injury is what I like to see. I like the blocking there. Open things up for Emeka Kayode. He's by the 20, the 10, and tracked down inside the 3. One more upgrade to that speed, and that's a touchdown. But a $129 on the ground, a $111 through the air. Emeka Kayode is ready to play today. We want to see him bring this team to a postseason. Crowd getting behind him as well. Hopefully we see a little bit more signs for Emeka as he stretches this one all the way out. Play that music once again, and hopefully that should be for the last time in this game with 2:46 up 48-16. I've even lost count of the touchdowns. What's that, number 5 for number 5? One hot start to the year. And hopefully he earns a bit of a breather here. No? Well, we could try to force it, I guess. Go with some fullback runs. We should just be able to kneel this one out, honestly. Doubt Ball State's calling any sort of timeouts. We'll give Knight a little bit of some love here. Let that clock run. What do you guys think? Is this going to be how the season goes this year? Were you right in having us stick around in Indiana? Or is this just because we're playing against Ball State? We let this clock run inside of 40. Should be good to go from here. We'll snap it with one. Give Knight a little bit of some more action. A little bit more carries on the season. We'll just let this one roll on down. All the way to 000, where we could hit that celebration tone one more time. Come on now. Week 1 is just about in the books. There we go. Wish they would fix that. If they're not calling timeouts, just let it run all the way down. But 48-16 is one heck of a way to start the year. Emeka Kayode, 20 rushing attempts, $134, average just about 7 yards. 5 touchdowns on the day, over 100 receiving. He may not be the fastest, but he's definitely the most reliable running back here in college football. We'll get that music back bumping here as we look for some more tougher competition, some true tests to come. We'll bring my face back in here. Hey, how y'all doing here on this Sunday? Pretty sunny Sunday here. And for Emeka, who do we got next? Ball State, not much of a competition. Do have to give them credit, though, for that third quarter. They did play well in the third. And with the boost to the XP, we do also get a Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. That's nice. What about National? No? Who did better? Well, no one here in Week 2, and we now have 5 skill points. So finally, we are seeing some progression there. Jump into another practice. Now, I don't remember if we got 2 or 3 from doing the training during the hour spent, the weekly hour spent. I want to say it was 2. So I think we actually got a pretty decent amount of XP there. I'm running a different drill this time. We have ran this one before. All about the timing. A little hurdle action in there. Get to the end zone.
Here we go. Ready.
I think this one is more so based off of the time it takes you to do the drill. So if I can get over it. There we go. Now, I could be wrong in this. If you guys know it's not the time. How did I not step in there? If it's not the time, do let me know. Well, you ran out of bounds there that time, my guy. Go fast, go fast, go fast. I don't know if we're actually hitting those and if that's not giving us points. We only got bronze right now. The one final go. You get silver at least. Could be far worse. We're not really competing to have any sort of battle. If anything, it is some XP we do lose out on. Weekly agenda. Now that we don't have... Well, we could get ourselves fully healthy this time. I think we go 2 training and hit a couple of health. We skip this week's academics. Really trying to get that overall boosted this year. And as long as we at least keep ourselves above that, 2.0 GPA, then we're fine. Leadership and academics do go down that week. We have Western Kentucky up this week. and their defense is just about the same. So we should be up for yet another good warm-up game. Beat them up a little bit, make something happen. Let's go backfield survival. I feel like this is one I never do well on. Yep, this is definitely one I never do well on. Why not? We're still going to go with it. I'm alive. Cut back around. I don't feel... That's one fast big boy. I always expect him to run slower, and I feel like they're faster than Emeka. Uh-oh. Come on now. Why'd that go down? Weekly agenda. I think we're fully healthy. Indeed we are. So we could spend this week's points kind of going back and forth between academics and some leadership. We still technically can get 2 NIL deals, though I don't feel like we have much opportunity for that here at Indiana. But we now are into the yellow in both those spots, so we're doing well enough. In terms of if we wanted to upgrade, what are the costs we are looking for? So 14 is for the speed alone. I would like to get that to about 89, probably around that 92 for the acceleration. Stamina's at a great spot. Then the rest, I would love to continue to upgrade the trucking here. Yeah. We don't really need to increase the hands. I feel like elusiveness is at a good enough spot there. Could look to go more into some extra abilities. For Shifty, we could get that one. Oh, wait, no, we can't actually get that one. We don't have the speed for that. So, no, all these other ones are stuck behind a couple more upgrades. We could look to get Platinum. Or, no, we couldn't even get Platinum for the downhill yet. So, no abilities could be upgraded yet. We have to do ratings. And hopefully, so before we jump in, 7 skill points. Let's keep that in mind. And see where we're at after this. Because I feel like with some of the performances we've had, we should very much be racking up skill points. Change up what we got here. It's just red and white, yeah. So we'll rock with the white. They could wear the opposite, like it. Let's get on into it. We'll pause up that music, take my face on out of here, and let's get into the game. Believe still at home, yes. Game 2 of the season. The stadium is full after Emeka's 5-touchdown game against Ball State. Now taking on a team of similar caliber to Ball State, Western Kentucky. Can we see us run all over the Hilltoppers? Rack up some more touchdowns early? Keep ourselves healthy while we're at it. That's the name of the game as we get ready to play the game. Emeka fully healthy, ready to go. That season health is already a good bit down despite only playing in 1 game. I don't know how I feel about that. The wear and tear I still think needs some more tweaks. We do start off with the ball. Chance to set the tempo for this game. Low motion. Get stuck behind our blocker. And we're going to eat that sack. A loss of 6. Love it. That's not the tempo we wanted to get started with. Dove taking it for a loss. We just got one more block there. We had nothing but room up the left sideline. Said 3rd and 14. So a hard count, no one jumps. Well, we drew down a lot of coverage, and that leaves our tight end wide open to the Oppo 42 as Harvey Cribbs, our highest overall guy, is injured at starting left tackle. So that could put the pass blocking into a bit of a rough spot. Not a word that I'm aware of, at least. Rough spot. Good tackle there from 50, shucking off the block. Not really popping up for anything big here out the gate. Hilltoppers saw that tape from week 1. Get Dawkins back in motion here. See if we get that clean release. Or another sack. We're getting by the linebackers there too. About to break into open field. So got to go with some quicker passes, it feels like, here against Western Kentucky. Slip off of one. We'll take that first down to the 27. You got to be breaking first contact, especially against these smaller schools. A little bit some hurry up here. Dalton finally getting back to where he needs to be. Got to get that stiff arm there. If the lineman's not going to get out in space early enough. Got to break first. Got to break the first. Take that free yardage back, though. Make it 2nd and 10. Dove with a good hard count. We'll accept that. Go back to the halfback angle here. Again, a lot more quicker passes. That'll be the focus. Pick up about half of what we need. Got any mesh? I no longer can choose any play I want. That's lovely. 3rd and 6 then. Second time the charm. Not when 70's whiffing on his block. We'll have to set up field goal then, left hash. We know the kicker this year has got a strong leg. He's got a good enough accuracy. Hilltoppers almost drive down the field, but we do get the ball at the 24. Looking for a better drive, number 2. Emeka getting shifty in the gap and nearly picking up the first down there. Look to go hurry up here, try to take advantage. They're crowding the box here. Someone's got to have some good matchups on the outside. Not particularly. But Dalton gets free, and Dalton is headed downfield. 10-5 touchdown, Indiana. Just when you think you might not have it, you open up a 2-score lead. Call it 10-0 as we fire off that big Jake cannon. Nice seeing Dalton make some big plays this year. Looked like he had it in him last year. He just never quite got going. We'll see how the offense acts today in this game. Particular, again, we don't have an open playbook. Only certain plays we can call. Savage helps open up the lane. Breaking one, slipping off another, and up to the 45. 4 rushes for 33. Emeka Kayode. I'm very much missing my open playbook right now. I guess back to the halfback angle. Would have liked to go with some play action off of that. Not a good pass there from Dove. Now we get the play action. Man, lose the playbook just after one bad drill. Try to help you out there, Dove. But you ran the wrong way. Now we do have audibles we could use, so keep that in mind. But this play doesn't look all too bad here. 3rd and 14. We'll play the sad music on that one as we had a whole shot play set up and Dove missed the throw. Well, we're going back to a drill we know how to do next time. Good news is we got a short field here. Must have been a turnover forced. We'll swing out here, try to get that spin move back in. We slip by one, and he fumbles out of bounds at the 3. Why are you celebrating? I tried to do a hurdle there. Did not work out. 1st and goal. We get a little bit lucky. Big hit just short of the end zone. Who knew the safety knew how to hit like that? Just got to knock this one in. Emeka finishes off the drive. Oh, play that again. Just hit the stutter on you. Make it 17-3. And a touchdown, number 6 on the year for Emeka Kayode, as we are just 5-6 quarters into the season. So he is averaging a touchdown a quarter. A good drive there, though, from Western Kentucky. Does answer that score with one of their own. Make it 17-10. Big block. Get the safety. Emeka with a run up to the 47. Really need to get that speed upgrade. Then I feel like we might be able to pop some of these the distance. A little RPO. This time Savage could be the handoff potential. We'll swing it outside here. Good block from the receiver. Really, really wish the truck stick worked. Do you guys have the same problem? They always just want to reach for me instead of running a guy over. Would have used a reach in that instance, though. Look for a hurry up. No standardized runs here. Just a whole lot of switching around. 3rd and 1. Pick up the block there, Savage. Picking up 2 blocks. That's what I want to see from a backup running back. That's that Devin Naylor-esque kind of guy right there. 1st and 10, just in front of the 2-minute break. We'll snap that ball. Did we get? Yes, we did get a toe in bounds. Pick up a gain of 3 there. Rough as it was. Get a little bit of a breather with that 2-minute break as well, or they're going to actually check possession. Maybe. Or not. They're just going to say, no. Just because no. So not a catch for Emeka. Go back to the halfback screen again. Man keeps missing his blocks because I think he's the raw strength guy. And for those that always argued with me about why I don't like raw strength, even when running counters, powers, and trap blocking, that's why. They don't get out in space, as Emeka does get into space, diving forward down to the 16. Now, I do like, obviously, 70. We've seen him decleat a number of guys. Stitzer with Kent State, also a raw strength guy. But most of the time, they just cause more harm than good, it seems like. At least in the style of offenses I've ran in college football, 26. Feels weird not saying 27 there, as that's been what we have been saying. Hilltoppers call a timeout with a 1st and goal. Dove, this is why I don't want you on the field. I don't mean to be harsh there, but I do. We had a touchdown play there, and you threw me to the sideline. Out of the backfield here, Emeka Kayode with a good shoulder. He's down to the 2. And they're calling timeouts for us. Go power G. And we've got the pulling man, number 75, is a well-rounded guy, not the raw strength, I believe. So we should actually get a better pull here. Or we get stuck behind as Dane Millette injured on the play. We switched back to a 3rd and goal there for a second. I'm like, I'll take a free play. But instead, it will just be the chip shot field goal. And we'll take that 10-point lead through halftime. Getting the ball here, 2nd possession of the 2nd half. Hilltoppers don't do much with their 1st possession. Pick up a block. Man, we set you up on the outside there, my guy. I'll still take a gain of 7, though. Trying to spread the love with what we can with the plays we've got allotted to us. Well, RPO, not how you read that, Dove, but I'm going to take the gain. I will take the gain for sure, and that's because we already are probably closing in on our 20 touches. 70 yards rushing, 61 receiving, and Emeka looks to break this one outside. Hits that spin move. Looks for the stiff arm, not quite there yet. Trying to build a man like the Danian Tomlinson, we're going to need a far better stiff arm. Emeka feeling good. Still a good start to the season here. 6 touchdowns for him. Go a little bit of some play action. Look to get a block or 2. Dove, not very fast. Wonder where Purdy went. We should check to see where he went. I don't think he was a senior. That Purdy? Dove. Man, now I can't make Purdy and un-Purdy jokes. That's unfortunate. But it was not a good-looking throw. Passes over the middle and caught incomplete, actually. Unable to hold on. So neither side do much with their second half opening drive. Defense coming through. This also means I still can't set us to chew clock mode. After this game, though, we should be back above the coaching mark to be able to open up that playbook and make those adjustments. And over 100 yards rushing is Emeka Kayode. Only took him 14 carries. Number 15 here. Right on into the second level and third level. With a little bit of some hurry up off that. A little RPO drawn up. Not good from the stick standpoint. Was trying to get to the gap to the left of him, and it just drove us right on into the big fella. It was a good job shutting that block. Pass is thrown outside, caught, turning up for 4. Makes things more manageable here for 3rd and 6. Let's flip this play. There we go. That's something I hope they fix College Football 27. That hesitation when you call for the flip. Dude can't throw a 5-yard pass. Granted, he is dropping back. Dude can't throw a 10-yard pass. That would have been another big one. Now this game has been drawn within 3. We should be blowing the Hilltoppers out right now, but instead it's 20-17. Good blocks. Emeka, he breaks through, and he is separating from the pack. And he will dive front splat into the end zone. There's the long run we were looking for. More than double his long of last year. It's a $186 on the ground. That's what we need more of. And we could definitely start to try to take our time here. Jackson, what a touchdown indeed. As we get a short field as well. Did I cue the touchdown music on that one? I don't know if I did. It is pulled up, so I think I did. We're good. If not, let me know. That's not one to miss the touchdown song on. We'll let this clock run down, and we'll take it to the 4th quarter. 27-17. Feeling a lot better after that last touchdown scamper. Emeka Kayode, number 7 on the year. Nick Dove sitting at 70% complete. Could be sitting around 80 if he could complete any of those 10-yard passes to us. You could take that as a direct quote from Emeka. We'll start the 4th quarter with a 2nd and 10. Hat count not perfect. We'll stick with the play. Take it out to the flat here. Just enough. We shimmy by that man. He's going to need help to bring us down. Marcus Duplan injured on the play for Western Kentucky. I'll give us a little bit of a breather here before a 3rd and about 1.5. The blocking look like. Inside looks pretty strong. It's just that right tackle that seems to be a little bit weak. I'll count. Good. Are you kidding me? How is that 4th and inches? Yeah, challenge the spot of the ball. We had the first down by at least a yard. And it is 1st and 10 for Indiana. Got to say, what's going on here? We don't need that Madden 24 superstar mode. Shout out to Coach Bronson Moreau. This time we get the pass and a good juke. Oh, man, they stayed with him. I thought we might have had a Devin Naylor situation. think that was the semifinals against Florida where he broke 3 of 4 tackles inside the 10 off the, I think it was a screen pass. Took it to the house. That was one crazy play. Devin Naylor and Emeka Kayode share the same number. One of my top 3 in running back numbers. Probably why you always see the same numbers at running back. Mixing in a couple different numbers here and there. You can't go wrong with diving into the turf. Also, you can't go wrong with 21, 32, and number 5. Partial to 0 at tight end. Or at tight end at running back. Good man coverage there, 22. We take the sack. We'll look to widen this lead. Make it 30-17. Make it 30-24. They're just not going away. We take over inside 5 minutes to play. We need a touchdown this drive, and we need just 1 or 2 more blocks there. Dane Millette injured yet again, and who had that sticky man coverage on us. That's one of their linebackers out the door here at a crucial time. We can't lose to Western Kentucky. Cross your fingers, knock on wood. We lost to Eastern Michigan last year. I think it was this same game, at least time in the year. You just can't do that. Not if we have hopes of any sort of Big Ten. Can we get the other quarterback in here? I don't need to hear "I'm sorry, Dove." I need you to make a proper throw with a proper read. You take that. I'll get a block. Oh, come on. It was a good block. So, look, I even hurt my rib there. All of that for a non-conversion. Hilltoppers luckily don't go anywhere. That's good news for us. We take over at the 36. Need to very much chew this clock out. We'll follow the big man. Emeka making sure we stay in bounds. He slips by 2 more to tack on about an extra 3 to 4. They are calling their timeouts here. Let's go with our first read option. And he keeps running almost right back down the middle, and he coughs up the ball. Are you kidding me, Dove? I said it before the season even started, Coach. He's not our quarterback. Man, with all that space he had, too. And there goes the lead. I don't think you guys crossed your fingers and knocked on wood. We've got 1:07 getting to range. We're going to eat that. Give our quarterback some time to almost have a pick because the receiver couldn't hold on. We got to get at least to the opposite 35-yard line for a chance. Get that block. That's big. Emeka Kayode. He's going to get by the 40, the 35, and shoved out at the 33. It is field goal range for Indiana. They'll have 3 timeouts in their back pocket, 2 for Western Kentucky. They're crowding that box. Nothing free. Passes over the middle and caught. Timeout number 2 called Western Kentucky. They've got 1 more remaining. Jackson saying just get into field goal range. That's the plan. Going to try to play things smart here. Now we've been burned by these kicks before. Look for that cutback lane here. Emeka. Final timeout called for the Hilltoppers. Now would not be a bad time to open up some lanes. Center blocks hard down to the left side. Pulling guard gets to the linebacker. That leaves a one-on-one perhaps with the safety or the other linebacker. Well, it's not exactly how they block it up. Emeka takes a blindside shoulder from that backside linebacker. as we've got the ball to the 10 left hash. We'd probably be running more so towards the center of the field. Emeka's down to the 4. Going to call the timeout there. Let ourselves gather ourselves. Let ourselves gather ourselves. Let us gather ourselves. That makes a little bit more sense. Inside looks strong. At least it did. Don't tell me we're bringing out the field goal unit now. We got a 3rd down. I can't go out there and watch. What do? We take the field goal. And that leaves them 13 seconds, and there's no way we could go out there and watch. Passes thrown away. Knocked away. They've got one more play. And we do pick up the win against the Hilltoppers. It is far closer than it should have been. 241 ground yards. Not to count what we did through the air. Another multi-touchdown game for Emeka Kayode. Not a good-looking game, though, from Dove. And I think we're going to check out the depth chart, see if we could edit that. Jackson, you're right. Wow, what a game. Hilltoppers came ready to play in that one. That they did. A little nerve-wracking, to be quite honest. Let's take this back to the hub. What a game. And because of that, if you are enjoying, make sure you do hit that bell icon in the bottom right corner of your screen. Really glad I finally got that in. That's been on my to-do list for a long time. That is something as well we are planning to do on this channel. I should probably do an update video at some point. But we're going to try to work to kind of a split between stream and edited videos as we do get our playbook back. Got to respond to a text real quick. Cool. Yeah, that's going to be the plan moving forward, where I think we're going to have our edited series, and that's going to be the main Dynasty, the flagship, if you will, like Kent State and College Football 27, for whoever school that may be. Still have not decided, but then I think any other series we have going, whether it's Road to Glory, a coaching carousel, any little mini series we have, if it's a one-year challenge type of thing like we were doing, if you guys do want to see that return, then that will be, all those will be streamed. We do take home another Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. National love? National love. Just throw in a college football logo there. Come on. Now we've got Ole Miss. After a close game against the Hilltoppers, now it's not been a great start for Ole Miss. They've lost 2 games. They are still by far the better team on paper. And they were the team that we started with. Emeka, though, wouldn't be where he's at, wouldn't be a Heisman winner if he did not leave Ole Miss, go to Charlotte, show up, go to Indiana, win another award last year. But this could really be revenge. We have not beaten his original team. Now, can we make any changes to the depth chart? No. No, we can't. That is really unfortunate. Just looking, I mean, even the awareness is better. Can we change the rating? Can we force that? No. That's really unfortunate. Because we've got a better quarterback. He's even got the better pull down. I mean, he's not as agile, but better strength, better awareness, better throwing across the board almost. You got a bit of a better downfield accuracy, but I mean, it's 10 better medium. That's what most of our passing is. Throw under pressure is better for Dove. Well, we're just going to have to sit with that because there's nothing we could do about it. Now, we did have 7 skill points beforehand, so we did pick up an extra 3 in that game. So we are doing a good job of picking up a lot more skill points this season with that boost. So we're gonna keep that. because we have to get it higher overall if we're to get any better offers. We'll do a jump cut drill here. We've done all the other ones. We'll go back to where we started. I did turn the music back on, right? Yes, I did. Got the wrong way there, my guy. Weaving in and out. Oh, too big of a step there, Emeka. Come on now. Get around the dummy. Okay, we'll count it. We'll count it. Wasn't clean by any means. Sure. I hit the juke stick. Well, it doesn't look like this one's going to be a very good drill for us. Tiptoed maybe into the end zone? That one was a close one. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Cool. We got silver at least. Coach is going to be too upset about that. Let's see what our health is looking like. Got to make sure we're healthy for the Ole Miss game. Gonna have to probably spend 2 here. No, we're not fully healed there. The academics up a little bit. We wouldn't be able to heal ourselves again there, so keep the leadership up a little bit. And we'll just start the game with a little bit of some nag to it. So if we play through this game, that'll probably take us below that first quarter of the season health. It'll be about on par to drain it all the way to the end. So in one of these games, we're going to kind of need an off day. That is not going to be this one. That's for sure. As we got yet another home game, I'll take it. Can't really switch up the uniform anymore because Indiana doesn't have much variety. That is one thing on the list for the next College Football 27 Dynasty. They've got to have variety in their uniform. Still taking your guys' suggestions for that as we play at home for the 3rd time this season. Undefeated, but coming off a rough game against the Hilltoppers that saw it go down to the final snap. Now we face Ole Miss, the original committed school for Emeka Kayode out of high school. They didn't want to give him some starting time. They didn't want to give him rotational time. So he left, and he's made a name for himself. But he's looking for a win. Versus his former school. Revenge game, take 2, where he did play against them with Charlotte. By no means was that game close. Emeka, though, did have a good game personally. That's kind of been the story of Emeka. A lot of personal accolades, but not much from the team standpoint. A gain of 2 on the first play. Goes play action here. Pass is incomplete tonight. And now I do have a playbook. I didn't have a playbook the first time we met Ole Miss. See if our screen game is any better today. Got to keep an eye on that star linebacker, though. We need some blocks. I thought we would have been able to run through that man for the first down. Apparently, he's a star for a reason. And that's a driving score, but they forgot about the point after. So only a 6-point lead then for Ole Miss. We'll look to go back to the run game here. And once again, we meet 14. That's going to be the guy we're going to be competing against in this one. I already feel it. Check out of that. Hat to hat doesn't look good. Passes to the flat and caught for no gain. Even better. That leaves us with a 3rd and 7. See Dalton go on a little motion here pre-snap. And they're going to find him, but the pass is just not clean enough. Slows him down, and that is 2 failed drives out the gates. And it's been a little bit more focused on the passing game. A very short field. What happened? Did they block the punt? This time they do get the point after. It is 13-0. We sit in the hole. Pick up a block there. Give give Dove some time. He scrambles out, turns the corner. He's still going by the 50 before diving down. Let's go, Dove. We need you to step up, bud. He definitely gives true freshman vibes. I don't think he is. I think he's a redshirt sophomore, but on the vibes he gives off for sure. Hit that cut back inside. Let's go. Now we're getting on the same page with Dove. Go with some hurry up here. Got to tire out this Rebel defense. Or get tackled by a man being double teamed. That works pretty good too. We'll get one more playoff here in the first because we're going to need every snap we can get. All right, 78. I see you dropping into the flats. Take this to the quarter break. With a bad first quarter for the Hoosiers, they trail 13-0. The Rebels doing about anything they want so far against the vastly outmanned defense of Indiana. Let's see what we got here with the slants. 3rd and 4. We start the second quarter. We are at least inside field goal range. Hard count, no love on it. Pass is risky over the middle, almost through the pick to 14. That man's been everywhere. Well, jog on over the sideline, looking for 3 points on that board, which we do get, and a stop there from the defense. A good starting point. Go a little play action here. We'll dump off. You know, that should have been a penalty on the outside because they tackled a man who didn't have the ball. I don't know about you, but I feel like that's a penalty. Leaving 2nd and 9. And a throw downfield into risky business, but it's caught by Dalton. I don't know how, but I don't care. We're going to take that play. The 1st and 10 down to the 27. Back into scoring range. And not much of any sort of gap there for Emeka. This feels like a game where you just keep trying it, keep trying it. Eventually one of them is going to hit big. Passes over the middle, caught by Dalton. He's going to get down to the 11. 4 first downs apiece. Had to slow that one down because I definitely caught myself getting tripped up. 4 first downs. And it's going to be Emeka Kayode to the end zone. Looking to draw this game a little bit closer. It's 10 unanswered for Indiana, making this a 13-10 ball game with the point after. Let's not get too greedy here. We still need that point, which we get, and the ball back with yet another shorter field. Don't like this play call. Let's go to the open side. Go Dove. We've been heating up. Rose, tight coverage. They got tight coverage and they're over the backside. You probably don't want to leave that one high. Just a thought. Change which direction we're running this one to. Get those blocks, shake through a weak arm tackle. Keep your feet on Emeka Kayode. Breaks another. That's 3 broken tackles for the former Rebel. Keep giving me those, Emeka. A little bit of play action off of it, too. Throws to the other side. Didn't like the blitz concept, but hey, looks like we're still running. Gain of 9. Slow start, but we are heating up here. I don't like that play call either. Not a huge fan of this one. Let's change Saturday here to an in. I like that a little bit better. Give us some option underneath. And that's going to work out pretty well. First down for us as we're reaching about the 3-minute mark. Now let's see what Dalton can do with a jet sweep. Well, he never got outside. If he did, we had some yards. I don't like the way the camera works on that one, though. Makes it hard to actually pick up a block. 2nd and 12. Quick pass is going to be over the middle. Emeka gets away from the safety and rumbles his way down. Goal to go at the 9. Now let's try to set up a little, never mind. 2-minute break. We have that little slip screen. Go RPO. Do I trust our guy here for this? No. Now with a hat on hat. Let's just make sure he doesn't have that option. Big shoulder there on Emeka. He's going to definitely feel that one. And a timeout called by the Rebels. They're trying to hold on to their lead here before halftime. It's goal to go at the 7. More hat on a hat on the outside. I don't like it. Check out of it. Not with how the AI likes to run these quarterback reads. High pass, and I think we're not going much of anywhere. That leaves a 3rd and goal. Timeout called, assuming by the Rebels. Or by nobody? Maybe they did call their second timeout. Sure, we're going to go with the Rebels on that one. 3rd and goal at the 6. Halfback screen, get it out. Emeka Kayode will get back into that end zone. It's 2 against his former team, and it puts Indiana on top. Just about a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter. Okay, so good we had to watch the catch twice. Hey, you know, it's getting close to the life here of college football 26. We're going to start seeing some weird things. And we get the ball yet still. Our defense showing up here in the 2nd quarter. We've got 2 timeouts. We get back into field goal range here. Well, I'm stuck there. Pass it to the shallows, and Saturday gets dumped. Look for maybe something quick off of it. Get this trip set over to the left-hand side this time. Back to the flat. It's caught by Dalton for the 1st down. We'll utilize that time to kind of get reset. Change up the formation here. 20 seconds and counting. And that's going to be a sack. We're going to call one of our timeouts there. 15 seconds. Can we get something downfield? Ball's lined up on the left hash. Sitting 2 safeties deep middle. And the ball's somewhere for a short gain. We'll call our final time out there, 7 seconds. Let's see if we can toss this thing up, make something happen. I would not mind being able to move out, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. So I'm just going to try to trail behind these guys a little bit. And we're going to take the sack to end that 1st quarter. So nothing doing with that last drive. Despite having that really good pass blocker, he's not able to block the whole line. We go through the break and into the 2nd half, and once again, the defense is doing a good job here. We'll get the ball at the 43. With some play action. Passes off the mark. Too tall and too behind. Dove not showing that accuracy. Again, that 10 negative to the other quarterback option in terms of those medium passes. And the short also isn't great either. He's got a deep ball, but he doesn't have the time to throw those. 3rd and 10 then. Little halfback screen here. Emeka Kayode weaving through. Good stiff arm. Can he get another? No, he can't. Foster brings him down at the midfield line. If only we could have stayed out there, try a hard count or 2, see if we can make something happen. This has kind of turned into a game of field position almost. A whole lot of back and forth. Defenses picking up stands here and there. Game still in our hands. Dalton, he gets the grab, gain of 4. If we get a little bit of a jet sweep, try to draw some defenders over to the right, slip back over to the left. Pick up something good. Well, it looked like they were sitting in zone. But Emeka with a good burst there. Carries the ball up by the 45. We don't have that top-end speed. At least we get to our top-end speed quick. Get Dalton set up here on a little screen. Hand it off. Emeka fighting forward. What we like to see. 61 yards on the ground, 57 through the air for Emeka. And he's going to pick up a good chunk more here. Keep your feet, bud. Keep your feet. 75 on 10. Emeka feeling good against Ole Miss. And he's showing he's doing this kind of work against all kinds of defenses. It's not just against the Hilltoppers and some other small tier teams. If we can get the inside, not great. Check out of that, go with some slants. Also, let's throw in a little hard count action. Several early movers. Fortunately, it looks like it's Robinson Tyson who moved the earliest. That'll change up the game plan then with 2nd and 11. We got a switch concept out left. Emeka going to follow behind here. Get at least the toe taps in there. Pick up half the distance. Could have had a whole lot more with a better throw there from Dove. Keep your eye on Saturday, too. Looks decent. And it's going to be a sack instead. Once again, having to settle for a field goal. 4th and 10 at the 29. And it's good. It's finally at least a touchdown lead as we go all the way down to the 4th quarter here. Indiana up a touchdown. Ole Miss trying to not start the year 1 and 3. And Emeka trying to find something there. It took him a while, but finally he is brought down. About a gain of 1. Good blocking on the draw. Emeka, though, coughs it up. He got hit trying to cut underneath a man, and it was hat on ball to pop it free. Let's cue it up again. Is it not? There it is. I don't know if it played the first time or not. We're going to play it again just in case. It might have been his own teammate that popped that ball free. Friendly fire is on. Defense, though. They force a turnover right back, or is it just that quick of a drive? I don't know what happened. I'm going to be happy about it. Emeka needs a response. Just a little forearm shove there on 14, and we're by. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Get a little block there. Unfortunately, it's in vain as our quarterback still can't complete a 10-yard pass. And it's 3rd and 7. Hard count, no offer. Passes downfield. Incomplete coverage. Ends up getting there at the same time as the ball. And Ole Miss somehow scores twice before we get the ball. What is that, game? What is that? Did they go with an onside? I don't think we're out on a route on that one. I don't know what that was about. But somehow we go from up 7 to down 7 in a mere instant. That's a great block there, Emeka. How these games can turn on their head. We were feeling good just 0.2 seconds ago. 3rd and 16. Emeka running for his life, but he's only going to get half the distance. Ole Miss with a miraculous set of plays while we were unable to see what was happening. And just like that, it's a 10-point ball game with 20 seconds to go. That fumble from Emeka very much hurt. What are you doing, quarterback? You hit in the head too many times? Well, we still have not got... What is this guy doing? We still have not been able to get revenge. We're just going to run a draw here because our quarterback is just snapping the ball and throwing it away. Fourth and 1. Come on, coach. Let's go for it. I'd like to pick up at least 12 yards here on this play. "12 yards on the dot. Do it up the sad." I still don't understand what happened in that one. They drove down, got the touchdown after the fumble, and then somehow got the ball immediately back and scored again. So we must have fumbled the ball or something on the kickoff, or they did an actual onside and recovered it. I don't know what that was all about outside of some classic EA scripting. That just might mean we've got to come back for that super senior year and try to get some revenge on Ole Miss. Because we still have not done that despite 2 very successful games, again, personally, against them. But I think with how that one ended, we go one more. We get through at least 4 games to open here today. Try to end this one a little bit more positively. This was supposed to be another ranked matchup. Obviously, Ole Miss was not ranked. And how we get number 5, Penn State. All right, then. But we do have 12 skill points, and that should be enough for the power upgrade. Now we're going to need 13. But trucking is above an 80. Stiff arm is at an 80. Still not enough to get the upgrade there. Still not enough for the head first there. So we're still not able to get any other upgrades to our physicals. But Emeka's up to 228 pounds. We suffer our first loss of the season. Sad format. Let's get another practice in, though, and look to bounce back against Penn State. Go jump cut drill. Man, thought we had that one. Thought we did. If you guys are enjoying, though, and do want to see more, make sure you guys are hitting that bell icon. That way you get notified of when any and everything happens here on the channel. As Emeka struggles to get by the dummies. Good start.
Easy.
Make sure we get the rest of those queued back up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We get bronze.
Lasso. Ready.
You never know here. Sometimes it just forces the bad. Woo, we cut that one close, though. Pun intended.
Set. Ready.
Sure, we'll stay on this side. Whole lot of jump cutting here. Finish that one strong. Can we get gold? What could be our last one of the day. Ooh, we really cut that one close. We get gold. I don't know if we crossed the end zone before we got hit there, but it counts. Gold is a gold no matter which way you get it. Now let's see where we're sitting at here health-wise before Penn State. Honestly, looking pretty good there. We're going to spend a little bit there. Spend some here. Perfectly good to go. Should have went to academics there. Well, we're going to go 2 in leadership. Call that good. And we're going to get on into the final game here for today. Facing off against Penn State. It's our first game, I think, on the road. We weren't away, I think, to play the Hilltoppers. I'm pretty sure it was the first one on the road. No uniforms to change between these two. Take that face on out of here. We'll pause up that music. And we'll look to try to play the full game this time instead of falling apart in the fourth quarter. We all know what Penn State has done here on this channel. They are not a favorite by any means. They've gotten the best of us. The last handful of times we've seen them here. Emeka Kayode finally break through for the channel and take down the Nittany Lions. We got a rainy day to boot, and as they take the field, we don't want to see them. We want to see us taking that field. And we start down by a touchdown. It took them less than 50 seconds to score. Got to follow some blocks here. Emeka gets a gain of 2. See if we could maybe insert a little bit more triple option this year. Try to keep these defenses honest. That should have been a pitch, my guy. That's why I don't call them, because the CPU not very smart at that. This is not the play I called. Well, we're going to see what play actually is ran here. Good job, Dalton, to come back for that one. First down for the Hoosiers. In not what we called number 2 toughest place to play. That pass is out quick. I'll take a no gain, though, over a sack. Potential fumble. We got the rain happening. We got a big old boy at nose tackle. That guy looks huge. Good cut there from Emeka. Could have been better against that third defender. Stayed a little too tight to the block there. But we'll take a first down. Passes to the flat. Took his time to finally find him. Gain of 4 keeps you on schedule. It's got to play our game here out the gates. Could have used with the other running back getting to that block, but technically we're designed to go the other side of the center. Good throw that time by Dove. Just enough height on it to get it above the linebacker. Go some hurry up off of that. We've got to try to quiet down this crowd as much as we can. Nice pass to Knight. Knight with the first down. Hoosiers playing well here out the gate on the road against not only the defense, but the crowd as well. Try to find that lane to hit as quick as we can there. Didn't quite open up. 2nd and 10. A little hard count action. Give me a free play. Quarterback's going to get murked by the big old DT, but it's a free 5. If only we could find some DTs of that size. We haven't seen a guy that big since Bobby Ellington, the channel legend. I'd like to run a draw here. Just got the penalty. We're feeling good. Going to try to spread them out, make them think we're going to go to the air. 12-0. I preferred when you weren't over there. Great job right side of the line. Team well, though. It's shaken up. Penn State. For 3rd and 6. Down and around the 25, I do like some screen passes. See if we get some blockers out in front. That we do not. A promising drive eventually stalls around the 30. We'll bring out the field goal unit from the left hash on a rainy day on the road, and we've got at least 3. Defense comes through with a stop. I'll take it. I'll take that start, and I'll take the short field. Get a nice block in there. And it's fumbled. Good job, Dove. Well, you got checkdowns, my guy. We'll take 2nd and 26. And make that probably 3rd and 30. No, 3rd and 27. Hot potato wheel route. Gotta love those. See if we get a better blocking on the screen setup this time, which we do. Need some more from you there, Dalton. Emeka Kayode with a nice stiff arm, breaks another, and is close, but they mark him inches short. And the coach pulls him off the field. In this kind of game, you got to go for that. You take the field goal, but we are still trailing. 7-6. And it's Emeka with a nice cutback lane. Tried to use the defenders against themselves there. The guy behind stuck with him. Still a good run from Emeka Kayode. It's 26-on-6, not his best start. But one of the tougher defenses he's played against. And they have been hounding the quarterback all game long. It's a 6-yard loss. A 2nd and 16. That was a bad spin move, Dalton. I don't know who you were trying to spin out there, but you didn't. He's a 3rd and 14. Around the midfield line. And another sack. So the passes have to be quick passes. And I think it's just got to be quick. That's the only thing we can do. We can't set up any of these long passes, and we are starting inside our own 1. The only good blocking coming off the left side. Emeka trying to give us some breathing room. Stays up as long as he can, picking up 5. Game still remains 7-6. Not really getting those sharp cuts we've gotten before, I think because of that rain. We got spacing. Oh, great spacing plays. They're crowding down towards the box, though. 3rd and 4. Quick throw is in and out of the hands of Saturday. We're punting from inside our own end zone. And that's going to be a quick score then from Penn State. So with 1:40, we've got 75 yards and a 2-point try to tie this thing up before halftime. Make sure we get our blocks here and burst through. There goes Emeka. He's by the 40, the 30, the 20, and tracked down by number 26. Missing that final gear, but he flips the field on Penn State. Now I think our next upgrade has got to be that speed. Don't give any credit there to the quarterback. Not with how he's been playing. We'll take a 1st and 10 down inside the red zone. Over that cutback here. Kayode for 5 more. He's feeling it, but we don't have time to feel it. You just got to pop back up because we need that end zone. Throwing incomplete. Come on now. That was a decent throw from Dove. When he does well, you got to reward the man. 3rd and 5. Then he throws something like that. We'll have to settle yet again, our 3rd settle. And we do get the ball back. We've got 3 timeouts, 26 seconds. But we can't throw the ball downfield. Or hold on to a pass. We could only do so much here. We got 23 to work with here, trying to set up yet another screen. Yeah, let's maybe not have 2 guys block the same guy. Just a thought. Call a timeout there with a 2nd to go. What do we got? Hail Mary here. Send everyone deep. Kayode's also going deep. Nope, Kayode's going deep. I could hear that. I'm right next to him. And he lobs this one downfield. Incomplete at halftime we go. Trailing as we've had to settle for 3 different field goals. It's 14-9. By no means is this game done. 2 catches, 2 targets, 80 yards and a touchdown for Daniel Reed, the sophomore receiver of Penn State. They scored early. Didn't see as much action there after. But if we could have gotten those drives into the end zone, it could be a 21-14 ball game here. And we're talking completely different. Of course, though, we all know what happened late last game when it got flipped on its head. The game went the other direction. We'll have a chance to stake claim here early on in the second half as we take the ball to get things underway. It's starting at the 25. Dawkins going to shift over to the left-hand side with that split backfield. And all the tacklers come from around the outside on an inside run. That's where it doesn't help when your left tackle can't run block. 2nd and 10. I could only do so much there. 2 instantly in the face of Dove. Penn State getting after him early on. Just making sure I got a route concept here. Give us an option underneath. 3rd and 15, and a little motion out here. Can you snap the ball? Thank you. And already getting sacked. 5 on the day. I don't think our offensive line showed up in this one. I think they're still down in Indiana. Defense, though, they've come to play a little bit more. We get the ball back here with 6:03 to go in the 3rd. Game still a 5-point margin. Emeka breaking by 1, but there's always just seems to be another guy there. This time the blocking is better on the backside. They're just a hounding defense. Can't keep calling the same plays over and over, but got to call the only things that have worked so far. Get it out. When I said out, I didn't mean to the sideline. Another drive that goes nowhere. And there's the score. We only ask so much from our defense before they're ultimately going to give up something. Especially considering they're only a 69 rated defense against a 90 some odd rated Penn State offense. Here goes Kayode to midfield and out at the 48. It's just about 70 yards for him on the ground, 90 through the air. Again, he's the man putting in the most effort. We are trailing by 8. It's Kayode. Another first down from him. Good blocking that time. Good job from the line. See if we've slowed down this Penn State rush at all. Quick throw to the flat. We'll take 2. Can't be greedy here. Got a little hard count action in there, no give. Follow these blocks as much as we can. Get north, picking up 4. Need another 4 here. It's Emeka with the first down. Not going to get the juke by the man. We are definitely inside scoring range. Check out of that. I don't like it. 1st and 10. Emeka slipped by 1. Pick up another little bit. Michael Dennis injured on the play, one of their down linemen. That's good news for us. Never like to see injuries, but that is good news for us considering what their line has done all game long. And it's Emeka unable to pick up the first down there on the draw. Get back to the line here quickly. Pick up a block there. Make sure we get that first down and take this to the 4th quarter. Got to get the touchdown. I would love to go for 2. We'll see if coach agrees. 17-9. We head to the final quarter of this one. Time of possession in favor of Indiana, but the points do not favor the Hoosiers. Don't want to run a counter. Do a little bit of halfback lead zone. Not sure why that is in the power, but sure. 101 yards on the ground for Emeka Kayode. And he's going to stay at that after that run. Second and 10. We're just going to stick with it. Emeka with a burst is into the end zone finally here. A drive does not stall out. The ball game sits 17-15 with a decision to make. You go for two here. Good run. And yes, we are staying out there. A chance to tie this game up. We're going to send everyone out here. Passes over the middle and caught by Dalton. We've got a tie ball game in the fourth quarter. Penn State, though, set to get the ball. But they are at least not pulling away. And they will pull back in front. That was honestly expected. It's going to be a tough fourth quarter for us. We've got to stay step for step with them. We need to pick up our blocks, break another tackle, and Emeka around the corner and by the 50 before he is tracked down. Just as he's getting worn out, so is the defense. It's going to be a battle of attrition in this one. Emeka Kayode, a little bit of some play action. That pass is going to hit the turf. Dove not getting the passes out. He needs to. It's there. Shouldn't have to click throw me the ball for you to throw the ball. Second and 10. Back to the run game here. Emeka slip one. Get the first down. That's all we need. Well, some of what we need. Change up the look here. Look for that slit back. Carl Avery down for us up front. Now we'll stop the clock. Let us all catch our breath. Unfortunately for Penn State, they also get to catch their breath a little bit. We would go back to the screen here. Gonna wear down the Nittany Lions defense. They bring the blitz, get it out. We got some blockers in front, need that convoy. Emeka down to the 10. Marked out at the 10. They're not indicating if it's goal to go or if there's a first down to be gained. And it looks like potentially a first down at the mere millimeter line. It's Emeka cutting downfield down to the 3. Looked closer to the 2. They do mark 3. With a second and 3, so indeed it is just a little bit of space that can be gained, but they're not going to need it. Emeka Kayode with another rushing touchdown here against Penn State as he is closing in on 300 yards from scrimmage. What an effort. About 30 touches for the man as well, and yet still no one wants to offer him a starting spot at a big tier team, and we get the ball back immediately. We're going to need to chew some clock here. Plus side. Cross your fingers, everybody. Knock on wood. 24-24. 3:30 to play. I wanted that cut back. Nice play, 94. I imagine Penn State's going to try to get a little bit more aggressive in here. We need his field goal range, and we could drain the clock. So we're going to let this clock run a little bit. We'll snap it down around 1 to go. And make sure everyone's calm and wear down our linemen's thighs, basically. Which is why you do some wall sits. Big blocks there. Could have used one more there. 63, a nice stiff arm punch from Emeka. Coaching adjustments. Chew some clock here. I'm fine taking this inside the 2-minute break, but we're going to have to snap the ball. Play clock is just a half second ahead. Emeka just letting those blocks set up. Indiana has Penn State on upset alert as we move inside 2 to play. And I would prefer to not give them a chance at seeing the field again. Where did that guy come from? I was in for a cutback lane, and next thing I know, I'm getting wrapped up. I could have sworn I had nothing but some space around us. Something free? Something free. Big man moves early. This is where I need to have some intense music playing. We're going to take that, make it 3rd and short. And you know what? I think we need to show some love to the teammates here. Knight, this is for you. What's your blocking look like? It's going to be best to that left side. Get it, Knight. Get it, Knight. Let's go. We got the Nittany Lions calling timeouts. They've got 2 more remaining. Do we have any ISOs? I stopped clicking a bunch of random things. We got 1 ISO. What do we look like? Who do we follow? Not much. We'll have that second timeout called. 24-24. Run some halfback zone weak. Still not great. Oh, and Emeka's outside here. We don't want to score, though, right now. We want that final timeout called. And a 3rd and short. We like these backside runs. Let's go with the fake jet. This is for all the marbles right here. Saturday's going to come in motion. We've got the first down. I don't want the touchdown. We've got it, though, and we've taken a lead. But that gives Penn State about a minute to tie this game. I tried to even have him stop and run backwards. 25, though, he plays it smart. He forces Emeka into the end zone. Let's slow this down, though. We could at least do that. Nittany Lions trail by a touchdown inside a minute to play. They start back at the 25. It's incomplete by Javier. I couldn't see what the last name was in time. They do get close to the first down. It's there with a running back, but that is the ball game. Cue up the celebrations. Indiana takes down number 5, Penn State. That is a staple game here for Emeka Kayode. He had near 40 touches in this one, 3 touchdowns, and Penn State is silent. Not a noise to be heard in the stadium outside a small group that traveled here from Indiana. What a game. I think that one deserves a big old thumbs up. If you haven't already, that's the biggest game I think of Emeka's career. Absolutely fantastic. We got that music bumping here as we look to close things out for today. Look to see what kind of skill points we earned from that game as well. We got 4 up there already. Are we gonna get any more going to the next week? Players of the week performance, I mean, I don't know how we wouldn't. Okay, I was about to say national player as well. National player as well. Emeka Kayode. What a start here to his possible final season. We got 4 skill points already built up after that one game. We've seen 2 upgrades, just 1 upgrade today. Either way, that's more than we've had in a good chunk of these. That's a great way of opening things up. We got the big win against Ball State, a little bit risky there against Western Kentucky. That Ole Miss game, I think we should have had. We got E8 on that one. And then we take down Penn State. We'll get back next time and probably look to get through Maryland, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Iowa. Depending, we may get through Illinois. We'll see. And then we got some tough late games as well. Oregon constantly up at the top. That is a good start here for us at Indiana, and that is all thanks to you guys voting to leave your input on what you wanted to see here. So for those that did, I appreciate you doing that, and those who want to be a part of doing that in the future, make sure you are hitting that bell icon so that way you get notified of not only when videos are posted, but also when any sort of polls are posted or just any sort of anything on that community tab or post tab, whatever it is they now call it. But to make sure you don't miss out on future videos, future streams, again, if you haven't, all you got to do is click that bear icon in that bottom right corner, or you can scroll down, hit the sub button, whatever it is you prefer. That way you stick around for more Emeka Kayode. Absolutely fantastic. We will finish up here by taking a brief look at the stats through 4 games, 664 yards for 7.2 a rush. He is averaging 166 yards per game. Already he has 7+ 20-yard runs. I think that's more than he had all of last year. And he's also receiving as well. With 36 receptions, it does lead the team. 434 yards. He's averaging 12 yards a reception. 2 more touchdowns there. Another 108 yards per game with a long of 58. He is averaging 12.7 yards a run after the catch. Emeka Kayode has got to be an early count here for the Heisman. He's looking to take that home for the 2nd time. And we will see here, indeed, Emeka's up at the top. Good luck to those trying to dethrone him with how this season has begun. I appreciate you guys spending some of your Sunday here. And we will be back tomorrow with an edited video, that Kent State series, as we are in the final season there. They also had a rough start, but they're starting to build, and we hope to see them continue to build. They've got a pretty easy game, at least from the looks of it. Tulane up next, but with all the makings of a trap game. So make sure you're there for that tomorrow. That'll probably be posted mid to late afternoon tomorrow. Then we'll be back on Wednesday with some more streams for that Coach Moreau College Football 27 prequel series. That one's also heating up. A lot of fun things happening on the channel as we get ready for College Football 27. But until next time, that is where we are going to leave things off. As always, I do appreciate you guys being around here. We will see you next time with whatever sort of shenanigans EA has in store for us. Have a good rest of your day.